Sometimes you may have seen a marching band have majorettes who do a fire routine where they twirl and toss batons that are flaming. It's a pretty impressive feat. But recently, an acrobat, took that a step further. She hula hooped with flaming hoops. And without getting burned at all, this performer was able to keep 8 hula hoops going around her waist, all at the same time, all of them on fire. We sometimes warn children, don't you play with fire. We might enjoy just a little too much sometimes setting trash or autumn leaves on fire, and we know that if we're not careful, and for sure if our children are not careful, that things can very quickly get out of hand. Yet, how many of us sometimes, if I may put it this way, are playing with fire with our souls? We know what God says about certain things. And we also know what Scripture says about hell, including that it is a place of eternal, everlasting fire. And yet, so often, we just try to walk some line as close to the edge as possible. We're basically trying to see what God will allow us to get away with. That mindset is obviously not pleasing to the Lord, but it's still very tempting to us sometimes. Instead, our goal must be to do what Paul told the church at Thessalonica to do. Abstain from the very appearance of evil. 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 22. We cannot play with spiritual fire. Instead, we need to run from it. And so today, and every day, let's keep our central focus on walking the path to heaven and not seeing how close to the edge we can get with sin. Let's not play with spiritual fire.